Good night and welcome to the Better Than Bad show.
The show that what, Kayla?
Doesn't give a fuck.
Thank you. I'm Corey.
I'm Cletus. This is going to be our inaugural show, I guess, if you will.
It'll be our first, quote-unquote, official show that we'll put up just kind of like as an introduction to everybody. Because we're just a couple random fucks, I guess, coming out of nowhere.
We filmed a few things before. We had some sound problems. Had to fuck around with some shit, figure out some format things. We're going to post up some of the old ones. We deleted some of the old ones just because they didn't turn out very well as we were trying to figure shit out.
Mike Problems was garbage.
Mike Problems was the worst. That was the one that Mike would go up, Mike would go down. We'd be laughing and you couldn't hear fucking anything. But that shit's all over with.
We got a little stand now too.
It
looks kind of cool.
I like the little stand.
It's interesting.
I do.
It's different.
But we're just kind of gonna we work together, so we spend time bullshitting at work. We figured
every day.
Why not spread the bullshit into you guys and allow the fun to happen?
Right, because when we bullshit together, it's kind of oh man, it's weird because it's just so quick half the time, but. I don't know.
Plus, we're sober too when we're doing that. This is way more fun because then we can at least drink and bullshit.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have drank. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have. It's been a long time.
I like drinking. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter to me. We got really no actual shit. We just kind of bullshit whatever the fuck we talked about that day. That's what we're gonna talk about with you guys. And then some new shit. That way we don't know what we're talking about. We have almost zero planning. If you could see our set list, it's literally a couple little lines, a reminder of, hey, you're supposed to fucking talk about this. And we're like, oh, yeah, we know how the fuck to do this.
You don't have to flip us off, Kayla.
Right?
It's fine.
Jesus
we appreciate all you do.
We were just talking about the lack of planning.
She does just as much for the show as we do.
She takes it as criticism, though. Right off the bat. She goes right to a dark place.
Well, I mean, it's coming from you.
Yeah,
which 9 out of 10 times is from a dark place.
It's a dark place.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Our show, we're not really going to have any kind of format. Whatever the fuck we decide. Sometimes we'll play games. Sometimes we'll have a list of our favorite horror movies. Sometimes
be on the lookout for when I do geometry.
When Corey does geometry, those will be great episodes.
Great time.
Those will be great episodes. He's the only man I've ever met who thought he was going out of the country when he was going to Hawaii.
It's not.
It's hilarious. It's still one of my favorite things ever.
Yeah, I can talk all I want, but
It
shows. It shows in some places.
And as
smart in others, though.
As the show grows,
tell me about video games.
Well, I can tell you about video games, but 7.
Exactly.
7 video games.
Endless.
I still have an Xbox 360. I'm still rocking Civilization Revolution. What?
It's a good game. It really is.
Dude, I have beat that game on Chieftain and Warlord. I'm halfway through King, every civilization, every fucking way to win. Yeah.
That's pretty intense. I don't think I've spent that much time on Civilization.
It's fucking... Dude, I only have maybe 20 games. I've beat fucking New Vegas so many times where it's almost formulaic.
Yeah, right.
Where I'm
start up
to here, to there. I literally create a character or base my game off of a character from a book, and I play the game the way that character would play regardless of if there's an easier or better way. It's just so boring.
It's real life RPG.
But I'm thinking later on, and we got some goals later on. Eventually, our plan is to try to make short horror movies.
Yes.
That's our eventual goal.
So many little skits and episodes. What was our show called? We had a show and everything set up.
It's written down. It's written down in our little folder. Yes.
Something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Falls was in there because that's horror. Yeah,
something along that could have been it.
Yeah, you're close. It had falls in it, and we really just I don't know.
But yeah, it was. That's our eventual goal. Once we get known, we want to kind of let
far
you guys,
off, but it's
get some people who like us. Maybe we can get some funding to get some better equipment. Because if you could see our setup right now.
It's awesome.
It's DIY out the ass, though.
But it's great. I'm happy.
Oh no, I'm happy. I'm completely happy.
Yeah.
I mean, we invented the light stand while standing in fucking Lowe's. I'm what if I take these pieces and I fucking build it? Yeah, that's how we built our shit.
Told Guitar Center to go fuck off.
Yeah, oh god,
$170 for a fucking
a light stand, and I was like, when we get that thing for after everything, it was $12.
$12. And then the fixtures, the lights themselves, I think were what?
The bulbs were like 15, and then the cans were like 17 or something like that, and then work discount.
Oh, right. That good old work discount.
So we got it a little cheaper. It's larger. Like we've talked about, we're gonna have some contests later on where we're gonna do like our favorite comment. We'll get something out of Corey's loot crate.
Yeah, I do get that every month, and 9 out of 10 times I like one thing in it.
Yeah,
that's probably what most people want. But at the same time, there are a lot of things like Harley Quinn stuff.
Yeah, it's
cool. Whatever.
But we're gonna have a lot of different things that we're really looking for. We're also looking for audience participation from.
Oh, of course. Yes. Comments, anything that you feel like we need to talk about, should talk about. I mean, we'd come up with bullshit to talk about anyways without your guys' help. So don't be afraid that if you don't say anything, we're not going to have anything, because we got plenty of shit.
We got a list already of like 20 shows to go, plus the shows that we filmed that we decided weren't filmed well enough that we're going to refilm.
Oh, yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. But, fuck. I am having a hell of a time getting back onto the fucking schedule now that we're back on nights.
I hate it.
It's
so
miserable.
hard. It's a big turnaround. I don't understand why we should like have like a midday where we come back instead of it. We come in at like maybe 10:30, nice. Maybe noon. No, 10:30.
I was up at fucking 6 a.m. and I didn't start work until 1:30 this afternoon.
Yeah.
And so I had to try to take a nap in the middle of it. It's bullshit. Fucking hate it. But
work is work, man. Oh, fucking, the ADGQ's going on right now. That's some fun shit.
All day gay queers.
Oh, nice. Good one, though. No, it's a Twitch event. They stream fast playing video games for 24 hours for a week straight.
So, like, fast playing video games? Like
the fastest that anybody can play a video game, like...
Oh,
like in Mega Man.
Trying to go from beginning to end as fast as
killing every
possible.
boss or getting all the items or just glitching through walls and doing crazy shit. Or there's races, there's all types of fucking stuff. I like it. It's fun to watch. I mean, the chat itself is just hilarious because you can think anything about what... You'll watch it, you'll have a thought come in your head, you'll look over at the chat, and you'll see somebody that thinks that...
You were watching that earlier when we were setting up. How many people did you say were... We're watching at the time. It was like
86,000, 89,000. Oh wow!
At almost 100,000 people.
That is insane.
That's insane.
So it's kind of hard to keep up with the chat too half the time because it's just.
I just don't follow video games that much. Like,
you don't have to, dude. Half the games I watched on there, I've never seen played, and it's just like, yeah. What was it? What was it called?
Intelligent Cube.
Intelligent Cube.
For
what?
PlayStation 1.
Yeah, never even heard of that game until you're like, oh my god, PlayStation Cube.
Yeah, that's the game you were trying to show us that both me and Corey were like, how the fuck is this game played?
It's just cubes that turn with colors, and there's bombs that go off, and there was a dog. That was cool, I guess. And
she argued was a human.
She did for a long time.
It's a human.
Until he was like, oh, you could pick a dog. And you're like, oh.
Damn.
I conceded.
You did.
Didn't you tell me that that's like, it's got like a, it's like a charity thing?
Oh, yeah, it all goes, each time they do it, it happens twice a year. This is Awesome Games Done Quick. This year they're donating to cancer research. Yeah, cancer research. And yeah, last year it was towards Doctors Without Borders, which is really cool. And so it's a good time. There's always incentives to bid on stuff. Like if you're playing like Fallout New Vegas and they're making a new character and you want to name that character, bid and say it, and they'll fucking do it for you. It's fun. Little things that you can just watch and see happen. Be involved in the event. And yeah, if you have money, if you want to throw money away to stuff.
They had over $300,000 made already, right?
Yeah,
like the last time
$300,000.
we were watching.
They just had like, what was it, an $8,000 donation?
Yeah, that's right.
Nuts.
While Corey sits on his ass and watches other people play video games,
I play them while I watch them play games. It's kind of a mindfuck thing. I like it.
I sat on my ass and watched people fight because I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a high-ranked person. I'm still a white belt, so you won't hear me talk about it a lot.
You can only half make a pretzel of a person. You'll slowly get to full.
I do those straight sticks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I do. I can straighten you out real good. I can't twist you up yet. But you won't hear me talk about it a whole lot because I'm not advanced enough to talk about it with any kind of education. I don't want to get made fun of when I go to class.
You've got at least more than me, so talk with some gusto.
Well, I've got I've got more than you, of course. You trained one day.
I did.
I've been doing a year and a half. Like I said, though, it's one of those things once you're in, I don't want to be that white belt that people are like, oh, look at him.
This fucking tough guy.
I don't fucking know shit.
You'll be quickly out of that white belt, I'm sure.
Let's hope. But
don't say anything to Mushu.
I don't hold any jokes for that. But this weekend, we actually went down to Sacramento.
Oh, and, right.
One of our guys was fighting for pay. Yep, Logan was fighting for pay. He was...
for pay?
Yeah. He was up
That's
for...
cool.
Submission would have got him $300.
Oh.
Just winning the fight would have got him $150. Plus, you got to select like who your fighter was, who you were going to see when you bought tickets.
Right.
You got a piece of every ticket. He ended up
cool.
He ended up being the third highest ticket seller out of everyone, and he was the last guy picked for the fight because someone had dropped out, and so he was a last minute replacement.
Oh.
And so it was actually pretty cool, but my school showed up in force, and we watched him fight. He did end up losing. It was kind of one of those things where things weren't communicated quite right, blah, blah, blah. Things weren't studied quite right, whatever. It happens. We've all lost.
Technicality.
It was a technicality. He did lose. I mean, he did lose.
But it was a technicality.
But yeah, it was kind of
It wasn't like he got choked to submission.
No,
I
did get to see two black belts fight.
That's cool.
It was a really good one. It was
it fast or was it like slow? Were they fighting or was it just jiu-jitsu?
It's just jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu. So it's all grappling.
Gotcha.
For those of you who don't know what jiu-jitsu is, it's kind of like wrestling but with submissions. So you're trying to break people's arms, choke them unconscious, make them tap out and give up.
Yeah, hopefully you don't actually have to break their arms because
I've seen people break their arms because it just happens so fast.
Right. I mean,
like on videos. I've never been there live when it's happened.
That'd be horrible.
I've watched people get choked unconscious a few times though.
That seems like you kind of lose that.
I've almost had it happen to me. Like a girl that I was rolling with put a baseball bat choke on me, which is like its way of wrapping your gi around your own neck and then spinning in a circle, basically.
Okay.
And she did it from the bottom, which is an unusual position to do it from. And she spun so fast that it was just like cranking off the blood supply to my brain, and I slowly, like, if you've ever turned off an old tube TV, how it kind of goes before the screen completely. So my vision was doing, and my hands were trapped, and so I couldn't hardly tap. I managed to get like one finger up and just kind of do one of these, and she finally let go and like. But yeah, the fight I was watching, this guy put a cross collar choke on the guy, which is you grab a dude here and then get your legs. I'm not going to go into all the position of it, but
it would take hours.
Nah, it wouldn't take hours. It's just I don't want to really get into it. But anyway, put the choke on the guy. The guy tried to roll out of it, ended up in a worse position, put himself belly down, and so the guy was able to arch his back and put way more force into the choke.
What he had. Yeah.
And Kayla watched it. The guy's hand, he went to go tap, but he went out before he tapped.
Oh, he's like,
and so his hand just kind of started twitching. And the guy who was choking him actually realized, and because jiu-jitsu, most guys are respectful, let go. And it's like he's out. And so then they rolled him over gently, and they actually like picked him up to get the other guy out from underneath him. And when they picked him up, you could see his eyes were wide open, but he wasn't there. You could see that far away look in his eyes. Yeah, he was not there. And then they laid him back, picked his feet up, so the blood rushes back into his brain. And he came to and stood up. Everyone clapped. But it was good. We got to see 16 fights. I got to see, I can't remember the guy, and I'm very sorry. I know his first name is Tyler. He's a brown belt who fights, and he's in a wheelchair. So he does not have the use of his legs. Yeah, right? You wouldn't think that jiu-jitsu, like, guard is your legs.
I don't understand.
You wouldn't think that. The guy that fought him was very respectful because he was.
Wait, does he get out of the wheelchair?
Yeah, he popped out of the wheelchair.
Okay,
and like,
that's what I was wondering. I was like, so does he just roll up and it's just like arm grapples?
He does just arm grapple. Like, he instantly goes to his back and uses you as like a counterpoint to move his body with just his arms.
What belt was he?
He was brown belt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay, so he's been doing it.
Apparently he's a very well-known one. Like I said, I haven't been doing this very long. I don't know everybody. My instructor did know who he was as soon as I started talking about him. Was like, oh, Tyler. Like I said, I can't remember his last name.
Sure.
But he ended up winning. He fought a guy that had full use of his body, and the guy was respectful and didn't like just stand up and dance around him. Dude jumped to his knees, and they started fighting. And like the guy was winning at first. The fully functioning guy was winning at first. Definitely had full control. And then all of a sudden, Tyler locked up. I believe it was a head and arm choke from the bottom. And like it was so fast, it was over. Boom. And I was like, oh shit, he won. Like, me and my buddy were kind of betting on fights, and that was one of the fights that we didn't bet on because it didn't seem fair. I was really glad because it was actually my pick, and I was gonna pick the guy who obviously had the full working situation. And
That's just the winning
lost.
chance.
Yeah, it's just how it works. I mean, it's jiu-jitsu. You never know. There is a guy who fights that has like half. He's got like to his elbows. And
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I've shown pictures
like
of him before.
half
Like,
of a leg.
I don't know how he does it. I've never seen him roll before, but I've heard he's actually really good and is a legit fighter. But how he does it, I have a hard time, and I have everything on me works, and I still get fucking romped by these guys. So I don't really actually know how it goes, but
fighting's a whole other world, man.
Fighting is just it's I like it. It's addictive to me. I like
it's fun to watch. I'll admit that. I don't really ever get the chance to fight, really.
I don't fight.
You get to, like, I wouldn't call it fighting, but, like, would you call it sparring? No, sparring is throwing.
We call it rolling. That's what we call it when we're actually fighting with each other. It's rolling. But like I don't know. I was just kind of getting fat from sitting on my ass because I played hockey for years, and then I got severely injured playing hockey, and I can't anymore. Yeah. So I spent like 2 years sitting on ass, drinking, and slowly was getting myself a little pudge going on.
Yeah.
That picture when me and you were golfing, I saw that not too
long
ago.
Yeah, no,
I was like, damn, I was looking quite.
If you want a before and after pic, there you go. Put those up to you.
I was looking like I wasn't fat by any means, but you could definitely tell I was heavier in every aspect. And I needed something to do, and I actually almost went to an MMA school, but I was almost 30 years old at the time and was like, do I really want to get kicked in the face at 30 years old? Like, how bad do I want a 17-year-old to bust my nose?
Yeah, it would probably be good for you neither.
No. And
your healing time is a lot slower than that of a young
I'm dealing
person.
with shit right now. Like, I got that torn ligament in my knee, and it's fucking driving me nuts. I haven't trained in like a week.
Yikes.
Fucking killing me. And I'm usually 4 or 5 days a week, but, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Any new games you're playing these days?
Let It Die, really fun fucking free play game on PS4 and I think PC, and I'm not sure if it's on Xbox, but really fun. It's like Dark Souls-esque. You're climbing a tower, trying to get to the top, be the most badass person up there. You run into other people.
Are you playing like other players, or?
There's other people that are in like the floors that you're climbing that you'll come across that are their characters. I'm not necessarily sure if it's them in it or if it's their person that they put in the map at their level, but you go and you fight other people, and you can send your people out, other people that you've made, fight off other people. It's weird. It's a weird game. Very Dark Souls.
Was that the one you were showing me that had like the Grim Reaper?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Uncle Death.
That kept putting different sunglasses on.
Yeah, it's a punk game that breaks the fourth wall a lot.
It's a punk game?
It's very it's got like a punkish feel to it. Yeah, I know, right? Well, that's pretty much all I've been doing, really. I beat Final Fantasy 15, though.
They're on 15?
Yeah, they're on 15.
Jesus Christ.
100% of that bitch.
I remember when, 4 came out, and I had a buddy who was super into it, and I never got it. I was never...
They're cool. If you delve into it, man, it's a whole story. It's like, you got to get into it to play it. It's not one of those games you, pick up, I'm going to play this for a little bit, and then put it down. Yeah, no, you got to get into it. But that's pretty much all I've been up to. We got these buttons. You can hit them, you can slap them, you can press them, whatever you got. I mean, if you got a tablet, you can touch them too.
I like a diddle.
Flick them, diddle them. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck they do.
Bell.
Oh, yeah, there's bells now.
There's
bells, there are hooks, hangers. But, yeah, hit those. We'll like it. It'll be good for us, good for you.
Make sure to leave us a comment.
Oh, yeah.
Try to be nice because it's been bad.
But we'll be better next time.
Thanks. See you guys later.
Bye.